Hanger of truth, ladies and gents, welcome back. And we found out some truths today. Cabin air filters for the Highland 3 right-hand drive and the Juniper Y right-hand drive is very different to all the help guides online. You have to do it on the driver's side. There's all sorts of stuff in the way. The pins have all changed. Watch in a second. But first, why is there a 3-pin connector on my bonnet? I told you I'm going to give it away for free. If you're not sure why, watch the DE connector video and you will realize quickly why I'm giving this away for free. How do I win it, Chris? Hold your horses. Well, this video is going to air on Thursday, the 20th of August at 5 p.m, my new release time. Then there's a Polestar 2 episode for the efficiency board. It does really well. Also, Thursday, 5 p.m, but on the 27th. I'm going to use those 2 episodes. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much. Like both of those videos. Thanks very much. Then comment down below on one of those videos. Start it with capital competition so I can sift through them easily. Tell me why I should send you that for free. Make it fictitious, truthful, just make it funny. And don't use AI, it defeats the whole object. But make sure you keep it PG because then through September, I'm going to do my first ever reaction video to the comments and pick my winner. I will then contact that person, so please don't give out any private data. There you go, have fun with that one. Right, on with today's episode. So you'll see what the hell is going on here. Well, Tesla maintenance. You don't hear those words together very often. Tesla recommend, obviously changing your windscreen wipers every so often, but these are working perfectly fine. I'm not changing those today. If this had its original plate on it, you'd see that this is one of the original Highlands in the UK. 2 years old, it's a 24 plate. It's now done 34,000 miles. So cabin air filters. Thing is with the cabin air filters, there's loads of help guides out there for them, but they're either left-hand drive, so you don't have the pedals to deal with because they have to go in this way, the way that the air flows, or they're all out of date because they all say about removing these 4 pins and then removing this. It's all different. They do not exist on this car, to my shock, when I started to have a look for it. So I'm going to show you exactly how to change them at home, well, or the gorgeous Hanger of truth. This is another brilliant thing about Tesla. Most other brands would be like, yeah, book in for a service, come on in, we'll charge you 300 or 400 quid for basically nothing and then boot you out the other side. Tesla actively say, change them at the Hanger of truth. It costs almost nothing and they do show you some guides. The problem is they're pretty much all out of date. So here you go. This is how to fit cabin air filters to a right-hand drive Highland variant. So let's dive in. Firstly, remove the car mats. I'm going to try and do this in a single take. I'm actually going to remove the passenger mat as well at the same time because I want to show you something over here later on. Inside, so we need to, the only bit of prep you've got to do is slide in here and turn off the HVAC system. Gone. You can hear it go nice and quiet and this goes nice and dark. That is it. You don't need to do anything else. I've seen some videos of people powering off the whole car. You just don't need to do that while we're working down in this section. So let's position to be able to start work. Ooh, what is this little box? Well, introducing today's sponsor, VION. They've sent me a pair, which you need 2. So if you do buy them off Tesla, you need to buy 2, remember. But this is a pack of 2 ready to go. They've sent me their HEPA activated, their carbon ones. So these are the good ones. They do standard ones as well if you don't want the extreme filtering. However, that extreme filtering in urban and the kind of climate that we live in today, absolutely necessity. They filter 99.97% of particles, smoke, pollen, dust, all the way down to 0.3 microns. So what's in the box? It's pretty simple. You get the 2 filters. There's also some rattling. I did not expect this when I checked the packaging. They actually give you all of the tools that you might need depending on the year and model of car. That is wild. I've seen people give out Allen keys. Obviously that's not an Allen key, but that is going above and beyond to actually give you the exact tools. Really well done, VION. This is cheap enough anyway, but if you want 10% off, there's a link in the description. Go check them out. Into the working area. Let's show you what's under here. So in all examples of videos that I've seen, this one here, it presents you with 1 clip and 1 clip only. And there's no others. In every other video I've seen, there's like 4 all around. I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? So there is like what appears to be like a little grab handle here. So you're going to hear this quite a lot today. Be brave and give it a pull and just see what happens. Watch this. So let's just pull it. Most people might think to disconnect this first, but actually I've found that it's actually easier not to. That all comes out. I think there's, how many clips we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, big one there, and 6 there. It is still hanging on to this little vent that it's hanging on to. It's actually much, much easier to get it out and now just kind of apply pressure like that and it comes away nicely. Whereas it is a bit of a pain when it's still up there. Next up, only one cable connecting. You can disconnect it here. There's a little push down button and then just pop it out, just like that. There we go, phase 1. That is out the way. Let's grab one of the tools back to the working area. So on the left here, there's one more little bolt, just this one here, which if you pull this one out, let's try and use this side. Whoop, go on, whoop, there we go. She's come out nice and easy. Now, this whole unit should well just unattach and slide out and kind of fall out. When we're putting it back in, it's quite important this bit actually slots back in nicely. Next up, we need to expose all of this area. So if you put your fingers in up here, there's a nice gap, and pull, that famous word again, and just give it a pull. Be brave, and they do come out. The clips are absolutely fantastic. It separates here, don't need to go any more than that. The whole back bit is now connected, like this all comes out in one. You do not need to remove that at all. So that whole section's come out. Let's put that somewhere safe. Now then, when I was looking at all of this lot earlier on, I was thinking, in the videos that I've seen, people are doing it like here. And I'm like, well, where is it? And the pedals and the carpet, and it can't be back there. So where the hell is it? So I was thinking before, do I need to remove all of these? And then this kind of comes out. Ironically, what led me down that path, one of the tools, which actually this tool will be really handy in the future if you ever need to, perfectly fits them, see? Absolutely perfectly fits. But no, 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 do not do that. You don't need to do that. So if I pick my torch up and shine it down here, that is the clip for the filters. So let me try and position my light for you guys to be able to see. Now then, in there. So that is the clip for the filters. If I was to grab it, it would come out. So you need to move this carpet area. It does just pull forward the whole like polythene, whatever it is behind it. So you've got that first one, it comes over, and then you can actually almost wedge it onto this kind of drive shaft, not drive shaft, bloody hell, the controls from the steering wheel. Pull it back a little bit further, and it actually there. It's almost like built for it, where it holds it out the way. And now that really opens up in here. So then, this, let's try and angle the camera. That little clip, see, it just comes away. And then if you just pull it out far enough, the whole thing comes out. And now, so we can just leave that one there. That comes out, so you can see the kind of attachment at the top, whereas it's the little clip down the bottom now. But it is so, so hidden. Let's just pull the carpet back out of the way. There are our air filters in white. They've got the pulley things, and this is as far as I got before while having a look, because I didn't want to bring these out and then kind of make them less dirty. I wanted to show you exactly how much dirt they have on them after 34,000 miles. Cool, let's pull them out. Let's be brave. Like I said, my own advice. So it's top first because they slot down. So let's pull the top one. There we go. She is coming out. It's a little bit awkward this. So you don't see this in other people's videos, that this whole carpet section for the right-hand drive with the pedals there is a little bit in the way. But you do have more than enough room to maneuver behind while holding this one. I wonder if you could pull it a little bit further. Yeah, there we go. Get out of the way, carpet. And now the filters, look at that, just slides out nice. Let's bring the first one out. I'm trying not to knock it too much. It doesn't look too bad, actually. There's 34,000 miles. But surely they'll be good for a refresh. They recommend every 2 years. They ironically recommend every 1 year in China because of the air quality index. And then you can see here the second one pulls up and that pulls out as well. Oh, that one looks a little bit more dirty. This filming malarkey, you do almost need 3 hands. There you go. Right, let's just spin around. Whoa, and have a look-see here. So these are the new ones that are going to go on. Yeah, the size looks absolutely immaculate. When you also see these in videos, they look really big. And when these first came up, I was like, are they going to fit? But yeah, they are absolutely spot on for size. Good, good, good. You can see which way they have to actually go in because the pull tag, air goes forward. So on the Tesla ones here, does it show? Yeah, look, there's an arrow there. I think that's the airflow direction. So it would go in like that. Whereas on these ones, on the side, it actually has facing the front of the car. So the airflow is that way. But the pull tag here means it can only go in one direction. Right, let's open these up. Now they're open. Let's be brave. Let's get on with it. Blue is facing the front because of the grab handle has to only go in that way. So then you can at least grab hold of it. It is going to be like a little bit of, it can't have dirt on them already. Damn. It's going to be like a little bit of a 3-point turn in here. So if we go in that way first, I believe we can do that. Get this little wire out of the way and then just slot her in just like that. If we give the bottom a bit of a push, nice, there we go. We've got our little grab handle and it's slotted in perfectly. Let's grab the other without damaging myself. So same way again, you can see on the side here, facing the front of the car, airflow. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's do this one as well. So this one now is going to live on top of the other one. I'm trying to keep the little handle out as well. I really need 3 hands for this. There we go, we found the hole and that has gone up and that is in. There we go. New air filters, they fit really, really well. They fit perfectly, as they should do. Now then, let's reattach this one and we'll be able to start reconstructing the car. So this one, because I can't quite see up there, is almost going to have to be a little bit of guesswork. I'll come back to you in a moment when I've found it. Oh, there we go. I didn't even go away anywhere. I was going to try and pretend and cut it, but nope, I found it straight away. So now down the bottom, that should just clip back in. There we go, we're in. So now we've done that one. So now we can come back, just watching this wire kind of out the way, I suppose. We're gonna push all the carpet back and then it's a bit more of a snug fit there. There we go, the carpet is back in where it should be. And now we're just gonna rebuild everything. So we're gonna put this one back on, then we're gonna put the vent back in, which as I said, it goes in that way. So you have the vent coming down. This bit needs to make sure you go back in. If you really look under there, let me try and show you. Try and fold myself up. So in there, that's where the vent goes. And you can feel it slot in nicely. And then it sits well. And then the little pin goes in right there on the little one. And then it kind of presents itself out into the middle. And then we can put the final thing back on and we are golden. And then I'll show you what I meant on the other side. I said I was going to chat to you about something on the passenger side. Right, let's rebuild it. Here we go, folks. I've grabbed the camera just to show you that it pushes in. That bit really pushes in, so then it's quite secure. And it lines itself up really nice with that little notch. Otherwise, it's quite loose, but when it's in like that, that is properly back in that hole. So now we can apply the pin there and then we can put this one back in. So here we've gone back to this. So all we need to do is reconnect the cable and then I will put that little pin through there back into that one. Let me move you guys just there and let's see if you can watch. That's a simple one. Boop, little clip. And now with the other pin, this one is the trickiest out of all of them. It's like the pins are obviously big enough to come out, but they're not really designed to almost. Once they're in, they're in. So it does take quite a lot of pressure. Wah! There we go. You can almost feel it like bending a little bit. And now that's back in, that's all back in, the carpet's back in. We are good. There's nowhere to really aim this behind. There we go. And that, there you have it, folks. That is it. And we have rebuilt the area, the carpeted area. I said I was going to show you something on the other side. So as I was saying, on this side, let me grab my torch. This is what I mean. So in all other Tesla videos, on the passenger side, they say there's 4 pins. There isn't anywhere. I'll give anyone a tenner if they can spot any pins in that. There isn't. However, you've got the same again. So on this side here, you've got a little grabby bit. So let me put you guys down. Let's be brave. Pull the grabby bit. And it all comes off. And then that side, and that's it. There you go. So you've actually got the nice interior, and then on all the US versions, this is the one you're taking off to then put the filters in that side. But on their ones as well, you only have two things, to disconnect: the speaker and then the little footwell light. This has got a third. So I better put this one back quickly before anything happens. If for some reason you do pull this one off, you've got a little tunnel there which matches up with that, just like that. And then the pins will all match up with each other. Like that. It is as easy as that. Like I said earlier on, just be brave. There we go, folks. Cabin air filters by VION, done. Use my link in the description for a further 10% off. That was not what was in all of the help guides. The pins are all different. The positionings of the filters themselves seemed more back than before. All the videos you see, people are just sliding it out so easily without moving any of the carpet, but we actually had to pull the carpet forward. So there you go, I've done it now. Really happy that it's happened. Anyway, YouTube thinks you want to watch these videos now. Click on my lovely face to subscribe to the channel. Hope you found it useful. See you in the next one.